Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to European Race Night Division 1 Round 12 here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. I'm Dave Zero, your lead commentator today, alongside me, Mr. ERN Storm. How are you doing today, Storm?
Absolutely fine. Really looking forward to this race. And I just got the weather report and it's going to be a dry race.
Going to be a dry race for a full Division 1 grid, David. This is going to be a very interesting race indeed. It's a circuit that most Formula 1 fans absolutely love, and it's the home of Formula 1 itself. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here today. We've got many drivers already trying to get out onto the grid. We've got JPF1, we've got Toby Griffiths, we've got Boots out there too. So both Saubers going straight out there, David, trying to get some speed and some space out there for qualifying.
Actually, this start grid, I'm getting goosebumps. Dry race, as you said, the home of F1. With this start grid, this is going to be a good race, I can feel it.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And guess what, David? We're actually at a track where I can name circuit corners. I can actually speak and tell you the names of the corners as Boots is going through cops now. I might not be able to get them all right, but I'll certainly try today. But we've got corners here, David, that are absolutely fantastic. We've got Maggots and Beckett's, we've got the Hanger Straight there, we've got Chapel, we've got Cops, we've got Brooklands, Loffield, we've got Farm, we've got Abbey, we've got Club, Vale and Stowe. Fantastic corners, well-known corners, and it's going to be interesting to see what Division 1 can do today.
Cops is the fast right slippery corner for me.
Yeah, it really is.
Not my favorite.
No, it can really throw you off, David. It can make you run wide, get track limits, you can cut the corner. Many things can happen. But I'm looking at the two Saubers here, David. Boots has just started his flying lap. So has his teammate of Toby. And they are very close together. So maybe a bit of slipstream down the Hanger Straight and also the Wellington Straight, possibly?
It's nice to see these guys helping out each other, giving each other tow and stuff like that.
Be interesting to see what plays out here as people in Sector 3 are trying to find space. That's why there's yellow flags down there, getting ready to start their laps. But Boots will be the first man to start his lap as his teammate Toby goes very, very wide there through Luffield, and I think may have backed out of his lap. As we go on board with ERN, Boots is now heading towards Cops, gets that in nicely. His rear end was a bit slidey there, but he got that perfectly nailed on as we now head in to Maggots and then Beckett's as we keep on moving now into Chapel and now on to the Hanger Straight. Let's see how well he gets it done. A nice little run of an exit round there and into the DRS Straight. Going now towards I can't remember the name. Stowe, that's the one, it's Stowe. Going towards Stowe now and through there he gets. Very nicely done into the new pit segment that there is, so that got done a few years back and makes the circuit look even nicer as he now goes into Club and across the line. What's he going to set? He sets a 124.9 as his first time, and an AlphaTauri of JPF1 puts a 24.4. And that is a very good lap from himself. I think there's a racing point next on the medium compound tyres of Neo. Is about to cross the line now. He's currently in ninth.
Hampus invalid.
Hampus is invalid. That's a shame from him. Oh, and we have
a crash.
Yeah, we have a Ferrari down there. Let's see if we can get on board.
I think driver.
Is it the Renault that is about to go past? I think it's a Presto. And Speedy's off the track too. Speedy's off the track down at Club. So that's not the best for him as people are setting their times. He's trying to get out of the way. Speedy sets a 137 dead. JPF1 still top. FRA Pancakes goes to 24.8.
Let's go on board with Kenneth, starting his lap now.
Go on board with Kenneth. Let's go on board with Kenneth. Let's do a lap with Kenneth, shall we? Around this amazing Silverstone circuit as we come now onto the pit straight. As first corner is Abbey. You take this flat out, cut the corner as much as you can, and he's done that very nicely. Heading towards Farm now. Farm, how's he going to take this? A very difficult section here where you've really got to slow the car down but get it perfectly on the line to come in and out around what's it called now? Village. That's the one, Village. Now into the Wellington Straight. Let's see what he's able to do here as cars are getting out of the way, and that's what we like to see. Now going into Brooklands, and can he get this well? He gets that nicely turned in there, and now into Lovefield. Lovefield, a very slow hairpin that you can really catch you out there, and he gets that exit very, very nicely. And he now comes into Woodcote, gets Woodcote straight flat out, and now heading towards Cops. Cops, a very difficult corner that can really send the rear end into a spin as Presto goes top 2 with a 24-2, and now heading into Maggots and then Beckett's, and can he get it nicely turned in here for Chapel, and he tries to get the exit as much as he can, keeping that as tight as he can, as Bruno Will sets another the fastest lap of a 24-2. Now on to the Hanger Straight and heading towards Stowe. Stowe coming in now. It's a very late apex and a very wide, and there's an invalidation there for Kenneth, and sends it straight into the pits, and that's a big shame for him there. But Bruno setting the fastest lap time of the session so far with a 1:24.2. Very close there between the top two. Only 1/100th of a second separate first and second currently. Very big shame there for Keneal there, David. Just running two wides there going through Stowe, and that's not going to help him there.
I actually could see it when he entered the corner. He was too wide.
Yeah, it just seemed to understeer away from him, David. He just couldn't get it turned in enough.
Yeah.
I think everybody's doing their little changeovers. People have gone out for 2 laps, as from what I can see.
Hampus is on a lap again, Hampelexus.
Hampus is on the lap, and he is heading towards Cops now. Let's see how he gets this turned in the Red Bull. He gets that quite nicely. A really smooth line there through Cops, and now heading towards Maggots, and Beckett gets that through turned in, heading into Chapel now. Chapel, can he get this nicely done? You've got to be careful of the exit and not touch the grass, because that can spin you. Bruno Will now trying to get a bit of a slip off the qualifying leader and the championship leader currently, and now heading towards Stowe. Can he get this turned in nicely? It's a very late apex to get it turned into, and he does get that nicely, and it's not invalid. That's a perfect corner there actually, and now heading towards Club, and what's this going to be now as he comes through Club now? What's he going to set? He's coming across the line, and he sets a 1:25.2. A good banker lap there for the Red Bull, and that's going to help him later on. So we have now a very interesting grid so far. I mean, it's only the first couple of runs. Drivers are back out there now on fresher tyres. I think onto the podium down there in the Renault is currently on a lap. Let's see if he is. Is he using his ERS?
Toby is on a lap.
Toby and Connor R's on a lap too. So we have got Connor R's invalid.
P4 for Connor. Sorry, for Toby. Nice.
Good lap there from the Sauber, and I'm looking on board with Toby, and it looks like the skies are clearing up, David. So maybe it's not cloudy all the time in Britain, as you say.
Connor has invalid, and he is going for the pit, but Gibby is starting his lap now.
Gibby, ERN Gibby, currently in 6th.
Let's go, Gibby.
Currently in 6th in the McLaren with a 1:24.8. Can he improve on this lap? Let's go on a run with him, heading now towards Abbey. Gets that nicely turned in. You got to cut down. Oh, he's lost the rear end, and he's straight off the circuit immediately. Couldn't hold that rear end and locks up the front tyres for good measure, and that'll be him backing out of that lap immediately. So that's a big shame for him. JPF1's also invalidated it at the first turn, so 2 poor an invalidation and a loss of grip there for them two.
Just started his lap.
Boots is currently on the lap also in 9th. He is now just on the Hanger Straight, David. So I think he will be the first person to cross the line. So it'll be interesting to see where Boots could come. He's done the 24.9, currently sat in P9 in the Sauber. He is a very, very quick driver as Boots. It's going to be interesting to see where he can put it on the grid. As he now heads through there, through the Vale chicane, and now into Club. He comes across the line. Where's he going to put it? He puts it P5 right behind his teammate of a 24.7. So that's a very nice lap indeed from him. There's an AlphaTauri about to cross the line, starting his lap. And then it's a racing point of Neo. Neo also invalidated his lap, so nothing's going to happen there for him. It's then Presto starting his flying lap. He's currently on an out lap out there. And then it is Gibby going for another lap. And then an AlphaTauri of JPF1 going into the pits. Then it's a Mercedes, I think, of Big Chungus. And it is Big Chungus now. Currently in 11th place with a 1:25 dead. Let's see what he's going to set here. He's going to come through club. What's he going to set as he goes across the line? He goes P6 with a 24.8 in the Mercedes. Let's have a quick look now. I think there's a Red Bull of Maddest Gamer Boss just setting his lap. I can't hear that, by the way, David.
Sorry.
just letting you know.
Sorry.
Because if I can hear it, that means the stream can hear it. Speedy about to
Sorry.
come across the line, and there's Speedy going third with a 24.4.
Nice.
Exactly the pace he's been showing all week. Very, very confident about this track. It's one of his favourite tracks on the calendar, and that pace is showing that it is one of his favourite tracks on the calendar. Only 2 attempts behind Bruno Will, so that's very good for himself. And Presto's off the track, and Presto's retired. Presto in the barriers down at Chapel, and that's really not going to help him. Must have been on the exit of Chapel going into the hangar straight, but I can't see. I see wing damage, but I don't see a wheel off the track there. But he's retired, which is interesting to see. Let's have a quick look now. Who else? Should we go on?
No.
Let's go for a lap, David, with the championship leader currently in Division 1, Mr. Bruno Will. Mr. Bruno Will now heading towards Loffield, and it's going to be interesting to see what he does here. Through Loffield he goes, through the slow hairpin. Let's see how this is going to pay out for him. Gets a bit wide on the exit there, but takes as much curb as he wants to as he now heads towards Woodcote, and he takes Woodcote there very, very tightly indeed, and then going through Cops. He doesn't lose the back end like some drivers have been doing in the practice sessions. Now going into Maggots and Beckett's. Let's see how he gets this done nicely. Into Chapel, gets it turned in, and gets it turned in there on the exit. Gets that nicely done, and now onto the hangar straight here. DRS enabled, and heading now towards Stowe. Let's see if he can get Stowe turned in nicely. It's a very late apex, as we know, and he gets that turned in, and a very nice exit too. Heading now towards the Vale chicane. Heading through here, can he get it nice done? A little bit of a lock up there on the front left, and now heading towards Club as he gets through there. Is he going to improve here? As he goes through Club across the line, and he does improve by 0.2 of a second, and he does a 1:23.9. What a lap that is from Bruno Will.
My God. Bruno Will, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
And Keneal also went third with a 1:24.3. A very good lap there from himself while we're on board with Bruno Will. So he's going to smash that out of the park too. We've got a couple of other drivers on laps currently. Let's just see if we can get on board with one that's close to the finishing line. And it's Shoof who is going to be the next person across the line as he goes through the Vale chicane, going into Club now on the last corner. What's he going to set here as he comes through? Shoof goes 0.02 of a second faster, but it's not going to be good enough to make any dents whatsoever. Next will be BCT Legends in the McLaren, currently down in 16th position with a 24.9. What's he going to set? Can he go faster as he goes through Club and across the line? He does go faster by 0.3 of a second and puts himself in 9th. So that's a very good lap from himself. I can see some people coming in and out of the pits. Onto the podium, about to start his flying lap. Did you say Conor was on a lap, David? Oh, he's invalidated.
He invalid.
That's a shame from him. JPF1 though is behind him. He's currently in 5th with a 24.4. He's on the hangar straight, and he's apparently a 10th up on his time, David. So it's going to be interesting to see where he can put it, and can he jump? Oh, as he goes wide and does a Keneal, and he goes wide exactly where Keneal went wide, and that's going to be a shame for him there. Just looking, I can see. Is that Bruno Will still out there? Going very, very slowly, saving his. Is he in low fuel mode?
He is in low fuel mode.
He is in low fuel mode. Bruno!
No,
on.
it's not.
Shoof just overtakes him going into the pit lane there. It's like, you may be the championship leader. This is the only chance I'm going to have to overtake you. And I'm going to do it here.
You have to take your chances.
Yeah, you literally do. You literally do. Boots is currently out on a lap, and I think onto the podium is also out on a lap, onto the podium just down in the Maggots and Beckett's, and he's coming through Chapel now and on to the hangar straight. The only man not to set a lap time so far.
He needs to get this lap in.
He really does, as he now heads towards Stowe and through into the Vale chicane. If he gets this nicely done, he's definitely going to get a lap in now. Through Vale he goes, and now on the exit into Club. Comes round Club now to cross the line. Where's he going to put it? And he puts it as a 125 dead and gets that lap in.
Unfortunately, he is not going to have time for another lap.
No, he won't have time for another lap, I don't think. But Boots currently, he's a tenth and a half up on his time. He's currently in 10th with a 24.7, going through the Vale chicane now, and he's going to come through Club. And what's he going to set here in the Sauber as he crosses the line? What's he going to do? He goes P6 with a 24.5. So that's another good lap from himself. As we know, he probably won't get another one in, as everybody else is now coming out of the pits to start their next laps. So it's going to be very interesting, David. Who are you taking for your top three as we head towards these final ones? Because we've got to remember that Presto in second is not in this race anymore.
I will say Bruno Will, Canil, and Speedy.
Bruno Will, Canil, and Speedy. Ooh, very interesting, as we've got Neo just about to come across the line now. He's currently down at Club, coming across the line now. Where is he going to put it? He puts it P6 with a 24.5. So that's really helped him and knocked Boots down a little bit, as everybody's still coming out of the pits, David, and I think people are going to be too late because the glitch is now patched.
Yep, it is. I know that Kenneth, Speedy, and Humpelexus is safe.
Yeah, Maddest Gamer Boss will be the first person to cross the line, David. He's now just going in to the chicane of Farm, and he's just about to go through and do that segment. So he is definitely going to be setting the first lap of this last minute session. Or these laps, should I say, of this session, as he goes through Village now and on to the Wellington Straight.
Presto is correcting us. Our timer is not right.
Our timer's not right.
There's over a minute left.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you for that, Presto.
Thank you, Presto.
Thank you for that. As we know, Presto, Goldmasters are absolutely multiple swear words. So
okay, we are 40 seconds ahead.
Alright, okay, perfect. So people will
Thank you, Codemasters. Good job.
As always,
Good job.
multiple swear words to you and your family for Christmas, Codemasters. As we now got the Red Bull of... Oh, there goes Maddest Gamer Boss! He's lost the rear end coming out of Chapel onto the Wellington Straight, or the Hanger Straight, should I say, sorry. And he's lost it there, and he's done a full 360 and managed to come back out on the track. But he definitely will not have time to set another lap. That's a big shame for him there down in P10. And now, who is the man behind him? Is it Big Chungus? It is Big Chumpus coming into Chapel. And now with the DRS enabled and heading down the Hanger Straight. Let's see what he's able to set now. He's currently heading towards Stowe. He will be the first man to cross the line now after that spin from Maddest Gamer Boss, which is a big shame. A good exit there from Stowe, and now heading into the Vale chicane. Let's see what he's able to do here. Does he get a good exit and get it turned in towards Club? And he gets it turned in and he puts it P14. Not going to improve on any positions there, unfortunately. Let's have a look now at the racing points. Shuf has invalidated his lap, so he's not going to be setting a lap here. I think the next one is a Haas, and it is going to be of Connor R. A very strong contender this season so far to try and rival his teammate of Bruno Will, but the past couple of races hasn't the best of luck. Connor R, where's he going to put it? He puts it P2 with a 24 dead. As soon as I say that, the man comes and shatters the time. Canil with another 24 dead. Look how close that is. Speedy about to cross the line now, coming through Club. Speedy with a 24-1. So they're all moving up, and Presto is going further down. Next will be BCC Legends. Comes across the line, goes 11th with a 24.5. Toby goes 8th with a 24.4. The Williams now of Everett Pancakes with a 24.6. So laps coming in thick and fast, but the big man himself, Bruno Will, is down at the Vale chicane and is 2/10 up on his time, and he's about to come through Clubs now. He's done a 123.9 and he does a 123.8 and smashes it completely out the park. Once again, Bruno Will is on fire in qualifying. Wow, oh wow.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bruno Will.
Wow. This is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, this man is at the top of the championship standings this year. Woo! Bruno Will. My goodness. He had pole, even if he didn't even set that lap time, David. And he still goes and shatters it.
Wow.
Bruno Will, you never cease to amaze me every time. But it's Haas 1-2 at the front row of the grid. A front row lockout from Haas there. Bruno Will and Connor are heading the front row. Keneal and Speedy in third and fourth. Presto and Instinct in fifth and sixth. JPF1 and Toby in seventh and eighth. Neo and JC Blackie end up on the last spot of the 10 in the top 10. Sorry, I'm getting all my words mixed up. That's the Bruno Will effect, David. That's what it is. It's the Bruno Will effect.
Wow.
Wow, oh, wow. So then, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for European Race Night, here for Division 1, for the 12th race of the season here at Silverstone. The British Grand Prix, where it all began back in the 50s of Formula 1, and it's been here ever since. We've had other tracks like Donington, etc., but here is the best one of them all, with multiple famous corners of Maggots, Beckett's. We've got Farm, Village, Brooklands, Luffield, Woodcote, Copse, and Stowe. Many, many famous corners here. Many, many famous drivers have driven here over the years. Multiple race wins for a lot of drivers, and it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen today. We've got a Haas 1-2 out there, but will the safety car come into play? We never know, but that's what we're here to find out for European Race Night, Division 1, and it's live! Now, going on to, David, the drivers' standings currently. Now, let's have a quick look at the driving standings. It's Bruno Will at the top by nearly 100 points. He's currently 96 points ahead.
My God.
On 234. Presto is in second with 137. Boots in third with 83. We've also got Conor in fourth with 75. Sardonyx in fifth with 72. BC Legends and Keneal are on the same points with 71. So there's a lot to play in the driver standings, David, throughout this race.
Wow, Bruno Will, 100 points.
He can retire 4 races and still be ahead.
Yeah, but I have never seen a driver this consistent as he is. That's just amazing.
No.
Just amazing.
He is literally something else this season. He really, really is. And looks to be leading with example. Now, let's just move on, David, to the constructor standings. So we've got Haas currently at the top with 314 points. Alfa Romeo in second with 169 points. Renault in third with 152. Mercedes with 121 in fourth. Williams in fifth with 100. McLaren with 95 in sixth. AlphaTauri with 69 in seventh. Racing Point with 50 in eighth. Ferrari in ninth with 31. That actually represents what Ferrari are like in real life this season. It really does. Red Bull at the bottom with 17 points. So, couple of points here can close some gaps. McLaren can jump Williams today. Williams could also jump Mercedes if both of them don't finish. A lot of movement could happen today from the constructor standings.
Yeah, looks really tight except from Haas. But
yes, of course.
Yeah.
The team that Bruno Will's in. It's not Haas anymore. It's the Bruno team. That's what it is.
Yeah.
We don't call it Haas no more.
Haas is so strong in Division 1. Yeah, Bruno and Connor, fantastic drivers. Yeah,
they really, really are. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens today, David. We've got a dry race here at Silverstone. Not wet as you thought or it was going to be, because that's all you see England as. So thank you for that, David. Your predictions then for the top 3, because it was a very close qualifying for the top 5 except Bruno. It was a very close qualifying.
Yeah, I will give you my predictions. I will say Bruno, Keneal, Connor.
Bruno,
that's my top 3.
Okay. That's it. That's interesting. Ooh, I don't know who to pick, David.
Oh.
I don't think
interesting.
I don't think Bruno's taking the win.
Oh,
That's a big,
wow.
that's a huge shout.
Wow.
But I don't think
That
Bruno's taking the win.
that's almost like, I don't know. Have you heard about Dive Zero from Division 3?
Oh, it's shut off.
It's almost the same. Who's going to win?
I don't think he's got. I don't think he's going to do it. Well, I've lost more races this season than Bruno, so that's you can't compare me with him.
You had a bit of bad luck getting hit from your teammate, and yeah.
Yeah, damn you, Apex. I personally
Oh.
think Speedy's going to take this.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. This is why this is very controversial right now, David. I think Speedy's
Let's
going to
just say this.
Go on.
If you're right, I can't be more happy. He deserves it so much. He has been in so much bad luck.
I'll tell you what, if I'm right, David, you can fly me out to Sweden. You pay for the flights to Sweden.
100%.
So, Speedy,
Let's go, Speedy.
you know what you gotta do. Speedy, come on. Right, but Speedy, I think it's gonna be first. I think Keneal will take second. For third position, let's not make him too angry. Let's say Bruno for third. I don't want to make him. I don't want to get a message. How dare you not predict me? No, we love you, Bruno. We love you. But I don't want to put the pressure on you, buddy. But you kind of need to win this now, otherwise I am screwed.
Yep. No pressure, Speedy.
He's gonna hate. I'm gonna get a message after this. Why did you put that much
Yeah.
pressure on me? God damn it!
I mean, Speedy, he has 3 completely beginners ahead of him, so it will be easy for him.
Come on, Speedy. You can do it. I have faith. David clearly doesn't, but I do.
I really hope so.
Oh dear.
Even if I have to pay for your flight tickets.
Oh
I
yeah.
really hope so.
You can definitely pay for them, sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
But all the drivers outside the top 10, David, are starting on the medium compound tyres, which is interesting to see. Half the grid going for the alternate strategy, and the half that qualified inside the top 10 are going for the standard strategy. The strategy round here, if I'm right in saying, is a soft medium, I think, isn't it?
Soft. It's an easy soft medium.
Easy soft medium. So the drivers in the outside the top 10 will be very fast then at the end, I imagine, doing the medium soft.
Yeah. Medium soft is, yeah, you're going to see a lots of drivers from, starting off from the mediums, gaining a lots of positions.
Yeah, definitely so, as we're now heading towards the Vale chicane to get this race underway here. Bruno Will on pole, followed by Conor and FRA Keneal. Speedy in 4th, Presto in 5th, Instinct in 6th, JPF 1 in 7th, Toby in 8th, JC Black in 9th, and Neo in 10th to round up the top 10 there, as they're all heading through now, and they're all really close together. The Codemasters is glitching out the grid as much as they possibly can to make sure it's not in order for us as they line up. But here we are, David. Silverstone, the home of F1, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens today. Now,
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
please give me a good angle. Right, there we go. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights here at Silverstone. And it's lights on, away we go, but it isn't really away we go because Codemasters like to screw us over every time. And it's lights out, and away we go, and there's a good start there from Boots, and I think Conor R has had a better launch than Bruno Will as they go through Abbey now side by side, the 2 Haas boys, and Conor R have got that absolutely nailed on. As we look further back, Toby is now trying to challenge ERN Speedy, heading into Village, and this is going to be crazy now as Toby gets past Presto and Speedy off the start there. That's absolutely a fantastic there from, fantastic start there from Toby, straight off the grid and getting that. JC Blackie is now having a look at the AlphaTauri, and there's a Williams of pancakes off the track there in Village. But as we look further up, Mattis Gamer Boss and Boots are side by side heading into Loftfield now, and Boots is going down the inside of the Red Bull, and he's got that move done there, and now the Red Bull could be under pressure here from Big Chungus as Boots has made a mistake too. So Boots now falls back behind Mattis Gamer Boss from that mistake. But what a start Conor R got there, David. A fantastic start, beating his teammate off the line there. Looking now, Boots and Big
Gamer
Chungus.
Boss went off a bit.
Gamer Boss went off a bit, and Big Chungus is trying to put pressure now on to Boots as Gibby and Shoof are also trying to get slipstream off Big Chungus, and Big Chungus is trying to go around the outside of Gibby as Gibby is trying to look down the inside, and he keeps ahead as BCC Legends and JPF1, the AlphaTauri and the McLaren, them two are battling. JPJF1 has got the inside line as he got ahead there, he has got ahead there, and now BCC Legends is going to be under pressure now from the Williams, heading into Abbey now from JC Blackie, and JC Blackie gets ahead and takes 10th position there. Lot of movement on these opening laps, David.
Yeah, no safety car and no big incident.
Oh, there goes Gibby! Gibby, and there's also Presto!
Late on the break.
Presto
no,
there!
Presto!
He's fell down the order, Gibby's fell down the order, but he regains it, and now Gibby's going to be under pressure from the racing point, and here comes Alfie going round the outside of the racing point. Through Lovefield we go, and he's managed to keep ahead there as Shoof, but Gibby is under pressure here from the racing point and onto the podium. Gets past Alfie there, further back, now going through onto the old pitch straight here. And what a battle we're already having further back as the Ferrari goes round the outside, but he goes off the track there of Alfie and goes round the outside of onto the podium there. And looking at his teammate of Presto is right on the back of onto the podium after the mistake he's made. Whew, crazy already, David. Crazy already, and here goes Big Chungus down the inside of Boots. Is he going to do this? Going into Stowe, he's got the inside line. Has he made the move done? He has made the move done there, and that's fantastic as Shoof and Gibby heading towards the Vale chicane now. Gibby trying to take the inside line, and he gets ahead of that. Now the Ferrari of Alfie's trying to go around the outside of Shoof, and he's got that, and he's lost 3 positions because there goes onto the podium, and he's lost 4 because there goes Presto too. 4 positions in 2 corners there. For Shoof, he has lost. Absolute craziness here today, David, already.
Wow.
I'm looking now on board with Toby, and Toby and Keneal can still see the 2 Haas boys dead ahead of him. No gaps have been pulled yet within the top 10, and they'll be certainly looking at this and trying to get a move done at any available time. And there goes Presto. Presto once again losing positions and is now back down in 19th position. So clearly something is not right with that car today, David.
Yeah, I agree. Presto is not the driver making mistakes, so...
As I'm now on board with Keneal, following the 2 Haas boys of Conor and Bruno Will as they're now down into the Hanger Straight heading into Stowe. Bruno very close behind his teammate and is looking for any available opportunity to take that, and so will Keneal as the 2 Haas boys lock up there going into the Vale chicane. Do you think Keneal's just going to buy his time here, wait for any mistake to happen?
Yeah, probably. It's not going to kill those tires.
Hopefully he doesn't go for a lunge. I don't expect Keneal to go for a lunge. He's a very confident, very calm driver. Yeah. I don't expect him to go for any lunge whatsoever. Just going to quickly look further back as DRS is now enabled, and there's JC Blackie off the track there, and BCC Legends is going to be looking to hamper and get this place here after that mistake. Let's have a look. BCC Legends, he is going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Ooh, he's very, very close there, and he didn't decide to make that move at that time. Boots and Gibby though, them 2 are side by side now heading into Lovefield, and there goes Gibby around the outside. Boots is trying to hang it on the inside as they bang wheels there between the right rear and the front left of their cars. Now with overtake enabled and the slipstream going, he's trying to get it done at Presto once again. Has spun on the exit of Lovefield there, and Gibby sends it. Ooh, he nearly lost the back end there as they now head into Maggots and Beckett.
Gibby don't look confident in that corner.
No, he doesn't. He really doesn't, which could play a factor later on in this race, especially with tyre wear, David. Could play a factor. See now, his Boots going to go for it now, heading into Stowe. Gibby doesn't have DRS anymore, and Boots is trying to hang it down on the outside line. Is he going to get this move done, heading into the Vale chicane? He's going for the outside line here, and he now have the inside line heading into Club, and Boots has got that move done and gets past Gibby there. Beautiful work there from Boots to stick that in and get that move done into the Vale chicane. Absolutely beautiful. But now, on board with the AlphaTauri of Instinct Will, who is currently behind ERN Speedy. The gaps have not exited a second yet, so we still have a bit of a DRS train here all the way down to 10th. The gaps aren't closing, and that's kind of good to see though, David, because we like to see the grid bunched up.
Yeah. I mean, the gap from P1 to P4 is really close and it's not changing, so everyone just waiting and waiting.
Yep, indeed they are, as Presto has pitted and gone onto the hard compound tyres there at the back. So not the best of races so far for himself. Everybody trying to get as much slipstream and as much DRS to use here, but I'm looking on board with Toby and he doesn't have any ERS left, David, and I'm looking at how close Bruno is to his teammate. Going into Stowe then, that was very, very close, and BC Legends and Maddest Gamer Boss, them two are battling now, heading into the Vale chicane. Ooh, there goes Maddest Gamer Boss. BC Legends has to dart out the way so he doesn't get hit. Chungus goes through too, and there's another, was that a Renault who's dropped backwards onto the podium. So Renault, for their constructors, aren't having the best of races today.
It doesn't look so good for them, but Presto is pitted for the hards and going to take them to the end, so let's hope he can make up some time.
Yeah, he is on a big recovery drive currently, and hopefully he is able to get to recover and maybe try and grab some points here today. As the top 6, David, are all very close together, currently in Luffield, and they're looking to try and get any moves done. But the question is there going to be a chance to get a move done unless you burn all your ERS out?
I don't think so.
And plus, burning all your ERS out too, David, it's really just going to put you even further on the back foot when it next comes to a DRS
then
straight.
You're going to lose. Yeah, then you're going to lose the position again. So.
Yeah, you're just going to make yourself worse as Bruno Will goes wide there, going through Chapel, coming off the exit of it, goes wide, takes a bit of grass with him, but he's still trying to hunt down his teammate, and look how close he gets to the back of his teammate, going through Stowe. And I'm looking at those clouds, David, those clouds, we may have been told it's a dry race, but it doesn't look too convincing to me.
I mean, we are in England, so...
Of course, yeah.
I mean,
go on, David.
Next lap.
Make your weekly insults. Make your weekly insults. Go on. Carry on. Go on.
Yeah. Nah.
You hate us. That's what I've come to realise that you hate the British.
Just the weather.
Yeah, I've got to admit it isn't good. But we don't get snow anymore, so that's not good. We don't get
not good at that either. We don't get much snow either, so.
Imagine a Formula 1 car racing in snow. Imagine that.
Oh yeah. That would
be fun to see. The more racing, Magnussen might actually be winning a race for once. We never know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Back to the action here. Bruno within 3/10 of his teammate. He's been looking very strong at the end of each hanger straight, so maybe a bit more straight line speed coming from that side of the Haas garage, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens now as they head through Maggots and Beckett and into Chapel. He's really gained a bit there. Can he get a good exit? He's got overtake. Oh, and this is it. DRS enabled. He's got the slipstream. Here he comes now. Trying to get it down. He's going towards Stowe. He goes for the outside line here. Does Bruno Will? Is he going to get it? No, he doesn't. Conor stays ahead. And one thing I did know, is he going to get it through Vale? He's going to go into the Vale chicane here. And he's going to go down the inside. Is he going to get it done? He does get it done. And Bruno Will moves into first position. Got that done out of nowhere. I don't think Conor expected him to make it there, especially after not doing it into Stowe. But one thing I did notice, David, that he wasn't using his ERS trying to challenge Conor
oh my God.
at first. And I saw Toby there trying to go down the inside of Keneal.
Oh my God.
This is very, very close here as they now head on to the Wellington Straight. And through Village they go. And look at everybody trying to break the toes of the DRS. And here comes the Haas boys once again. Heading into Luffield, and here they go, Conor trying to get past Bruno Will, and he's not able to do that on this occasion. The Haas boys are really slugging it out here today, David.
They are. Wow. What a show.
I bet Haas wished this was real life.
Yeah.
I bet they wish they had Bruno instead of Grosjean.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I really bet they do. As I'm looking at Keneal now, will he be looking to try and line up a move on Conor? I mean, he's not used his ERS, he's just biding his time, maybe waiting for the pit stops to happen. Maybe try and undercut, we never know.
I mean, both Bruno, Conor, and Keneal is on a good amount of ERS, but Toby is completely out.
Yeah, Toby is. And
he has been pushing, and now he's getting some heat from Speedy.
Yeah, Speedy really pressuring here. As I'm just looking at Conor. He's not letting Bruno go. He's keeping him within distance. So maybe just waiting for the right opportunity to maybe regain that lead and maybe try. Oh, Speedy nearly loses it there. And that's now put the AlphaTauri of Instinct Will right on the back of him now. And that's not going to be the best for him. But currently, no moves being made down the Wellington Straight currently as they head now into
big
Brooklands.
lock up from Conor.
And that Presto? Yes, it is. Presto's lost
it's a virtual safety car.
And he's got a damaged front wing there as he came out of Stowe just before Maggots. And he's got a damaged wing there, so he's already on the hard compound tyres. Could have done well, David.
Damaged wing?
Yeah.
He's missing the whole wing.
Well, let's not dilly-dally here, David. It's damaged, okay? It's damaged.
It's big damage.
Yeah, it's damaged. I'm not wrong, okay? Why do you have to...
You're not wrong.
Why do you have to do this to me, David?
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, David. There's been... These gaps have not been forming, really. I mean, we've got Boots and BCC Legends, 12th to 13th, but the top 10 are all within DRS range of each other.
The real action is going to start after pit stops.
Yes, indeed they are. And here we go. Bruno's taking advantage. Conor can't follow him in due to the double stack. Keneal's come in. Toby's in. Speedy's in. Instinct's in. Neo's in. JC Blackie's in.
Whoa. Conor is going to lose out on this.
Indeed, but he can't double stack, David. That's the big issue.
Yeah.
If he double stacks, it's going to only hamper him even more.
I'm actually not sure if he's going to lose less or more, double stacking or staying out.
Well, the VSC is now finished as he came across the line. Bruno's only just leaving the pit lane. He's currently going through Village into the Wellington Straight. So if he can get the gap time, I think here it's about what, about a 30-second stop due to the speed limit. I'm correct in saying, because it is a very slow pit lane.
Yeah, it is.
Toby's jumped Keneal too.
Wow.
Toby jumped Keneal and all of that, and Instinct will jump Speedy. So very interesting to see during them pit stops that Keneal has dropped off.
Messy pit stop from Mercedes.
Yeah, definitely. And Ferrari. Ferrari also losing places too.
Yeah, but it's not shocking from Ferrari, but...
Well, it is Ferrari. That's what we expect, to be honest. I mean, did you see
Look
Vettel
what
today?
did to Vettel today.
God. Absolutely
The
dreadful
work he
pit stop.
did, long stint, and they screwed him in pit.
Yeah, is Conor going to pit? Conor does pit. Does JPF1 pit? They're the only two people on sauce, so they both pit now. This is going to be interesting to see. Where does Bruno Will come out in comparison? Bruno Will...
Oh, it's such a long pit.
It really is. It takes so long. I'm on board now.
Feels forever.
With Bruno Will. He's currently in 13th now at Stowe. And Toby is right behind him. And Toby's trying to put a bit of pressure on him here too. And he's now currently in Stowe. Let's see where he's going to come through. He's in the Vale chicane now. And I'm just looking at the mini-map to try and see where Conor R is. Conor R has left his pit box. As they're now coming across the line is Bruno Will. This could be tight, David. Headed on the exit, going through Abbey. Here we go. And is he going to come out? There he is. And he's ahead of Toby. He is.
Both Kenneth and Toby.
Oh, that's big for him. He's lost 2 positions there due to that virtual safety car. But Toby really putting pressure here on Bruno Will. And he's going to make a move here on Bruno Will as he goes for the inside line. Going in
Toby's ERS
into Brooklands, and he's got that done, and yes he is. He's really pushing now. Bruno's just going to bide his time and just wait to chomp off on any scraps and get that move back. What a first part of the race we've had here today, David.
Yeah. Oh, Connor is in front of Kenneth.
Must have got that move done coming out of Luffield and onto the old pitch straight there. So that's a really good move from himself. Bruno now is right behind Toby. Toby losing the back end a little bit, trying to break the toe. And it's only going to slow you down, especially when Bruno's got DRS, Toby. And now heading towards Stowe. Is Bruno going to make a look for the move? He doesn't. And Toby stays ahead for now. As we got further back, JC Black and JPF1 and they make contact. JPF1 goes flying and nearly collects Neo. And I think he did collect Neo, but he was lucky not to get hit or any damage there. JPF1 as well staying out there too. Very, very lucky. And I think, did Neo get damaged? Because he has just pitted off fresh hards.
I think so.
Oh.
Or he wouldn't pit.
Oh, no, never mind. I thought Connor... no, I'm being stupid. That's all, David. Ignore me. I make noises sometimes. It's fine. I'm looking further ahead here with Gibby and Shoof. Ooh, Gibby goes to the outside line on the old pitch straight, heading towards Stowe. And here they go side by side through Stowe. And they make contact. And they're both in the gravel. And that is not going to work there. Ooh, as he comes back onto the track. That wasn't going to work. I think Shoof could have took a tighter line there, David, to let Gibby have the outside because they were side by side, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. We'll have to leave that to the stewards on Thursday for that one. See what they think of that. I mean, it was dangerous.
Oh, and Toby's completely out. Here comes Bruno.
Yeah, there he comes, heading towards Stone now. He's going to take the inside line. Toby's trying to hang it around the outside line. He's not going to give it up easily, and he's still there. And Bruno and Toby, they're off the track. They make contact. It's Verstappen and Vettel all over again. And here they go. And Bruno will drop multiple places because of that. And so will Toby. And now Connor takes net P1. My, oh my!
No.
Wow, oh wow, oh wow, and JC Blackie's putting Bruno under pressure too. So this has gone from bad to worse for Bruno currently. Toby was hanging it round the outside line there of Stowe. I think Bruno may have thought he got the moves across and they make contact. Big, big shame there for our championship leader currently.
Yeah, no damage at least.
Yeah, no damage on either car. But a lot of time lost though, David.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Kenneth is really hanging on to Connor.
Yeah, he's not letting him go. Neither's Instinct on Keneal. And that's put Speedy now in prime position, looking at the podium places ahead of him.
Absolutely.
Go on, Speedy. Get me those tickets to Sweden, good sir. Go on, Speedy. Right, let's see what happens here. As JC Blackie's got down the inside and Bruno will into Stowe. Bruno's gone very, very wide. And Bruno has lost that position there. And now they head into the Vale chicane. JC Blackie's going to start this lap ahead of Bruno Will. Absolute chaos here at Silverstone today. My goodness. Oh my, David, I'm speechless currently. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah, agree.
But Madness Gamer Boss leads the race due to not stopping yet. So it was Madness Gamer Boss, Big Chungus, BCT Legends, Boot, Shoof, Alfie, Pancakes, Hampers, and onto the podium have not stopped yet. In net P1 is Connor R from Keneal, from Instinct, from Speedy, from JPF1, from JC Black. And I'm looking how close Speedy is now to the back of Instinct Will. And this could be the next overtaking move coming from this trade. But as we will see as they go from Maggots to Beckett's, Keneal goes very deep in Maggots and now in through Chapel. And this could put Keneal under some serious pressure here from Instinct Will. Instinct Will not burning out his ERS. He doesn't want to do that just as yet. But that has really put him onto the back of Keneal. As Bruno Will is side by side with JC Blackies. They head towards Stowe. He goes down the inside line and he's got that move done and gets back ahead of the Williams. Ooh, I didn't think JC Blackie was going to stop then. That looked very, very dangerous. Looking up ahead, Speedy, Instinct, Keneal and Connor all bunched together here and looking to try and maybe jostle for these podium places here for the rest of the race. We have got a serious race on our hands now, David, for the top positions. Oh, and there goes Toby on a dive bomb in Village on the Williams, and he's got that move done, and now into the hanger straight, so he's cleared the Williams with JC Blackie too. A bit of a dive bomb from what I saw. He came out with nowhere down the inside, but he's got that move done.
Yeah, you could see for Miles that he was going to go for that overtake.
Yeah, I was on board, so he came absolutely out of nowhere for me. He literally just dipped his nose in. Hello, good evening. I'm here to talk about something that I want to sell you. I don't know. But it is Keneal, and I'm looking at Connor's rear end, David, and it doesn't seem as planted anymore. He's really struggling a little bit with that rear end.
Yeah, he does.
Which isn't the best for him, as Boots is the first man to pit off the medium compound tyres, and Hampus onto the podium also join him. So it's going to be interesting to see where these guys merge in consideration to the people who pitted beforehand. But Gibby also has pitted, I can see further down there, in 18th position for the soft compound tyres, maybe trying to get an undercut there on the leaders and the people who are yet to pit. But let's see where this brings Boots out. Boots currently in 13th position. He'll be looking at Gibby for that one, as JC Blackie goes off the track and a bit wide there, but he manages to keep it and get it back onto the track as soon as possible. Whew. A very, very interesting race so far, David, and if this is Division 1, I can't wait to see Division 2 tomorrow.
Wow, yeah, I agree with you.
Let's just hope it doesn't rain again for you, eh, David?
Yep, we need a dry race.
Yeah, you definitely do. As the net leaders are going through. Cops now, Instinct Will, close behind Keneal now. Now this is going to be interesting as Speedy picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that's not good for my chances to tickets to Sweden. DRS is enabled, and overtake now will be used by some of these drivers, just mainly in this DRS train here. And it's going to be interesting to see if anybody can clear each other, as there's a lot of speeding in the pit lanes, David, I've noticed.
Yeah, but it's unusual pit entry on this track.
Yeah, it's a very slow pit lane too. You've got to get down to that sort of speed, coming from 200 miles an hour down to 30 miles an hour. It's ridiculous. So there we are then. Connor takes back his P1, Keneal P2, Instinct P3, Speedy in P4. Maddis Gamer Boss, though, could work out beautifully. He's now alongside JPJF1, and JPJF1 just gets through there. But Maddis Gamer Boss is in a prime position here, actually. Soft compound tyres on, heading towards Village. He's now going to go onto the Wellington Straight, DRS enabled. He's going to go for the outside line here, heading towards Brooklands, and he's got that move done way before Brooklands, and he's got some clean air ahead of him now in 5th position.
Yeah, and the soft tires are much quicker.
They really are, and he's ahead of Bruno Will, which is even better for himself, as Bruno's now going to try and get JPF1 down the pit straight. He was alongside there, but has had to back out of that one as they head towards Cops. And insane, I can't get over how insane this race is. And I'm looking at Keneal. Keneal's right on the back of Connor here. Overtaking DRS. This could be the move. This could be it now as they head towards Stowe. The Mercedes goes for the inside line, and he's going to go down the inside line. The Haas trying to come in there on the outside, but he's not going to do it. But they're still heading towards the Vale chicane, side by side, as Keneal goes around the outside. We'll have the inside again on the exit. Has he got the move done? No. Connor hangs around the outside into Club, and Connor stays ahead on this time.
Wow.
Woo-hoo. They really like putting on a show for us today here at Silverstone. They really do. And there goes Speedy down the inside of Instinct Will, and I think he had to back out of that as Instinct cut across there. Why does it always give me rubbish camera angles on Keneal's car? Every other car is fantastic, but just... Oh, no, there's Speedy! Speedy's gone!
No!
Speedy's gone in Village! And he's down now in 10th place. 12th
Speedy.
now. You're still going to buy me those tickets, right? I said Connor. I did say Connor and Keneal. I did say Speedy. I definitely said Keneal, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh, there goes Schufert onto the podium into Brooklands and now into Loffield, and Schufert's got past onto the podium there. Go on, David. There's no need to be mean. I just picked the wrong one.
Oh, onto the podium comes back.
Sector 2 yellow flag, and it's Speedy again in Cops. Those tyres are done, and he's now down in 15th position with Schufert onto the podium, going around the outside of him into Maggots. 17th now drops Speedy, and what a race he had, and that's just, it's a big shame there for him.
Here comes onto the podium again.
Onto the podium coming, and JC Blackie and Toby, them two were battling there in the Vale chicane onto the pit straight, and JC Blackie gets ahead. But a person I'm looking at right now who is in prime position is Maddest Gamer Boss on them soft compound tyres. We have a racing point down at Cops, and Gibby is retired in the pits. I think it's Neo down at Cops there, but I'm looking at Big Chungus now. He's on soft compound tyres behind Toby and JC Blackie, and Bruno's close behind JPJF1. So we've got a couple of battles here, David, that are nowhere near finished.
Whoa.
Oh dear, what a race we are having today. Safety car! Safety car has been deployed, and it's for Neo at the pit entry. Has lost it coming out of Stowe, and there he is, David, in the wall.
Wow.
So that has caused a safety car, so this is really going to shake it up for the race leaders. And Maddest Game Boss will definitely take P1 here if they pit for the softs. Keneal juked Conor. Conor pitted and Keneal stayed out. Conor saw Keneal going to head into the pits. Conor went for it and Keneal backed out. So a lovely juke there, and I wonder if that's going to work for him.
Wow. I think Conor is going to fall back too much.
You think?
Yep. I think he should stay out.
Yeah, he probably should have. But it was a lovely juke there from Keneal to make him think he was going in there. But I'm just looking how far Connor's dropped back now. He's currently now in 9th. 9th position. And he's just been over 10th. He's now.
I feel so sorry for Speedy.
Yeah, I do. I really do. And there's a battle here under the safety car between Conor onto the podium and Schuf. All trying to fight for position, and Conor is now in 11th position. Oh, I think there's some Codemasters errors here, because Schuf is trying to go... Oh, and there goes JPJF1 around the outside of both of them. I don't know what's going on anymore. Codemasters, you love to ruin our game, and you love to ruin our fun. Presto's been disqualified from the session for ignoring yellow flags.
What?
Conor gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
Oh my god.
Bruno's down in 13th. If look around 13th, David. Schuf, JPJF1, they're all stopped because they need to overtake someone. Toby nearly goes back into the back. What's happening? JPJF1, 5-second time penalty for a collision with Schuf.
What the hell is going on? And now they park on the track.
I think it's illegal overtakes, David, where the game's glitching out.
Might be.
But Bruno down in 12th, Conor in 10th, and Schuf 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
Yeah, okay, but this is going to be corrected at Stuart's meeting. I
Yeah.
could see Shuf going into AI mode and make a clip out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's good. Good. Just give us the evidence, and
But
we've
David,
all seen it in the stream.
let's have a little conversation about what's about to happen here. JPJF1 speeding in the pit lane and has retired from the session. The last time we had such a small amount of laps after a safety car was Bahrain in Division 2, if I can remember rightly, or Division 1. I think it was it Division 1? No, it was Division 1. Because it was with you, wasn't it?
Yeah, Division 2 I glitched out on the formation lap.
Yeah, so it was Division 1 where the safety car came in, 3 laps to go, David, and it was absolute chaos. Now we've got probably 4 laps. I think the safety car is going to be in this lap. We've got Keneal ahead and Instinct Will, who stayed out on the medium compound tyres. But Maddis Gamer Boss, Big Chungus and BCT Legends all behind him on the fresh soft compound tyres. So this...
I mean, look at Connor. It's a bit from today when they pitted Perez for softs.
Yeah, right before the safety car.
It's 2 little laps left for Connor to make up from that.
Yeah. I don't think he can do it. It was a beautiful little dummy from Keneal to send Conor into the pits and not go in himself. But Skeevy's saying Presto's disqualified, but he's still driving around the track.
Yeah, it's strange.
Indeed, safety car in this lap as Keneal backs up the field and we get ready to go racing once again as he's trying to put some temperature into those tyres. As he goes, he's gone. He's caught them off guard and he's trying to go early, going into Stowe, and he got
a good gap.
He's got that very well, and Maddis Gamer Boss is right on the back of Instinct Will. You can't overtake until the line, so this is going to be interesting to see what happens. But Keneal gets caught, catches them very nicely off the restart. And Maddis Gamer Boss, Instinct Will goes off the track. He gets a 3-second time penalty for his troubles there, and heading into Abbey. And now, this is it now. This is it now for Maddis Gamer Boss. He's going to go down the inside here into Village. And he's got that move done. But he tries to cut back, does Instinct Will. But the Red Bull covers that off beautifully. And he moves into second position. Now, he will go on the hunt for FRA Keneal on those fresher softs. Very, very interesting indeed. So I'm looking further back, Alfie and Toby as they head into Brooklands, and there's also onto the podium and Conor are battling there, and Conor R's off the track, and then Williams goes into the back of him. Toby's off the track too. JC Plackey must have wing damage. Toby went flying off the track, I saw it there, trying to avoid all that. Bruno's now got Alfie down into Cops, and Alfie goes around the outside of Cops, and he keeps ahead there. That's unbelievable. These guys giving it everything for these final points positions, and here comes JC Plackey now, trying to get past Conor R, and look at this, man. This is insane. Overtake enabled now in the slipstream. Is he going to try and get this move done? I don't think he'll be able to, due to him being onto the podium slipstream, but this has really spiced things up here, David, today.
Wow.
Looking further ahead, and Boots and BCT Legends, them two are very close together too. That gap between Maddis Gamer Boss and FRA Keneal has been tumbling down. Now 1.3 seconds to Keneal. So that is going to be very interesting as Conor Ryan onto the podium. They're side by side now heading towards Village. He went through Abbey. Conor Ryan's going to go for the outside line. Onto the podium. Tries to switch back onto the podium. Covers and goes deep to try and cover Conor Ryan there. And here they are now going to head onto the Wellington Straight, not the Hanger one, that's the other one. Onto the Wellington Straight now and heading towards Brooklands. Are they able to make a move? There is a good. Oh, there goes the McWilliams of JC Plackey down the inside and round the outside into Loftfield of Conor R. But Conor R defends well, and that's now going to put Alfie onto the back of this pack. But the Williams isn't giving up just yet of JC Plackey as they head towards Cops. And how's this going to end out as he goes round the outside into Cops? And he's got that move done on Conor!
Wow.
Oh dear, I hate doing that voice, it makes me cough like mad. Oh, dear. Bruno will pick up a 3-second time penalty. That's a rarity in itself. JC Blackie now is coming out onto the podium, heading into Stowe. They make contact. JC Blackie's lost it, and Alfie hits the back of him. Alfie hits the back of him, and that has took 2 cars out of this race and out of the running, and now at the back of the pack. Conor looking down the inside of Schufen's a club, but he's not able to do that one on this occasion. Speedy's also looking at Conor too. Conor is in serious trouble here as Speedy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As Speedy sends it down the inside, makes contact with the racing point, and there goes Presto. Schufen's off the track. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Wing damage for Presto. And some wing damage for... No wing damage for Speedy, but it certainly took Schuf out of that pack. And I'm now looking at Maddis Gamer Boss, David. Maddis Gamer Boss is now within a second of FRA Keneal. Look at Big Chungus too. He's 3 tenths behind Instinct Will. 2 laps to go.
Safety car is really playing in his hands.
Yeah, and I'm going to go on board here with Maddis Gamer Boss. I imagine he's going to give it absolutely everything. Keneal's low on ERS, so is Maddis Gamer Boss. But I'm looking here at Big Chungus. Big Chungus is closer to Instinct Will. He's got the slipstream here. Is he going to be able to make a move going into Stowe? He's got better grip. He'll get a better exit here. Speedy and Presto, them two are battling further back. But we know Presto has a damaged wing. This could be some serious points here for Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship today too. But let's see what happens. We are so close to the end of this race, and there's so many more battles yet to happen. As Instinct Will goes a bit deep there, just currently on board with Maddis Gamer Boss. I think Keneal may have lost it a bit on the exit of that corner, and now with DRS and overtake enabled, headed into Brooklands now. Here we go, down the inside goes Maddis Gamer Boss. Maddis Gamer Boss takes the lead of the British Grand Prix, and that is a fantastic move there. Strategy has paid off well here today at Silverstone, and he takes the lead from Keneal. Beautiful move there going into Brooklands from Maddis Gamer Boss. Now looking further back, Bruno Will is close to onto the podium. He is close behind them.
Went out on the grass.
That's huge. 3-second time penalty too. That's absolutely huge for this race as Keneal is closing back into that gap. All he's got to do is stay within 3 seconds unless he has a time penalty too, which we don't like to check.
I do believe he has.
He has. Ooh. Okay, Bruno Will onto the podium. Them two are battling, go around the outside into Stowe, and he's got that move done. And I didn't say okay, Google, so I don't know why you're coming up. Behave, phone. Stop it, phone. God damn it. God damn it, Google. Schuf has also got Presto. Was Presto not pitted for his damage? Or was it?
I don't know.
Was it onto the podium that had damage? Onto the podium, yeah. Onto the podium's got a missing wing as far as I can see. No. One of the Renaults has damage, and I don't know who it is.
Okay. Yeah, no idea.
Big Chungus now, he will be looking to get onto that podium place there. Instinct Will just ahead of him on old mediums. He's on 8-lap old sauce. He'll be feeling the tyre wear, but we are now on to the final lap. Heading down the old pitch straight here. Alfie gets a time penalty there, as we can see. Boots and BCT Legends, everybody will be giving it the whole bunch of ERS that they have left to try and get some moves done here. Instinct Will going through Maggots and Beckett's now, and now into Chapel with the Mercedes of Big Chungus right behind him. Overtake enabled, DRS now enabled. Gets a bad exit, does Big Chungus there, and I don't think he's going to get this move done. Further back though, Boots is closing in on BCC Legends, but that's another move I don't think is going to be done on this occasion. Conor is fighting onto the podium for the final spot. Conor is going around the outside of Stowe, and he's got that move done. And we go further up ahead, and FRA Keneal takes P1 up and... Oh, no, it's glitched.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Keneal, I think, takes P1.
Yes.
Pancakes takes P2. What?
What? No.
Instinct Will P4. This is absolutely messed up completely, I think, David.
Where is No. Oh my god.
This is messed up. This has done it again, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So we need
But
to go.
yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I think Neil takes that on penalties, but I'm not 100% sure. We can't
Yeah,
tell.
yeah.
We can't.
He took it on penalties,
Yeah,
100%. But then it was glitched.
yeah. I like to see how many time penalties Maddest Gamer Boss actually had. Ah, we love you, Codemasters. We do. We love you, Cody.
But this is
we
always
do.
happening when a driver lags out and come back, like Boots did 3-4 times.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. You shouldn't be at the top of that podium, Boots.
No.
You know you shouldn't. You shouldn't be there. Keneal takes P1 here alongside what we assume is another incorrect standing of the Williams.
Yeah, I have no idea. We have to watch the stream back and
this
look at people's race director.
This will all be
But
sorted on Thursday.
Let's interview FRA Keneal.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through some penalties as well, David, just quickly. So let me have a quick look. So Keneal had a 3-second time. Pancakes didn't have any time penalties.
Oh.
Hello, Keneal.
Hello.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm good, you?
I am good. Congratulations on that win, my friend.
Yeah,
even though it says Boots, but congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Very interesting to see. I mean, the safety car really did shake some things up. It really, really did.
Yeah, honestly, I thought my race was over there when the safety car came out, because I knew I had a 3-second. And because it was gonna be bunched up, I thought it was gonna drop from there, but fortunately, a lot of people had the penalties.
Yeah, a lot of penalties there. Just looking through them now, Maddest Gamer Boss had 16 seconds added to his race time at the end there. But one thing I've got to applaud you for, Keneal, that I picked up on board with you, was the little dummy that you did to send Connor R into the pit and for you to stay out, which really played into your hand.
Yeah, I was taking my chance there, and I don't know if he decided last minute, but yeah, my plan worked out either way. I wanted to stay out, and I was hoping he was going to get into the pit so I could get some free air, because the dirty air here was hard. And yeah, it worked. Then I could push from there. And after the safety car restart, I had a gap, because when I asked Jeff how many penalties Gamey Boss had, he had 0. So I was like, okay, he can pass me, and then I'm gonna try and use his DRS to get further away from Instinctive Will, because I thought he had no penalties as well. But yeah, it worked out good there.
Yeah, very interesting to see. Your thoughts on the initial race overall. I mean, you chose to stay out on the tyres, on the medium compound tyres, obviously, compared to pitting for the softs, which we saw worked. But from the start, how were you feeling about this race?
It felt calm, actually, from the beginning. I personally felt Bruno and Connor was driving a bit slow. And then, yeah, putting Instinct Will and Toby just behind me, so that was a bit tough, having them that close behind. But yeah, then they started pushing a lot. And then they sort of slowed down again, and then Toby got the run on me a couple of times, and yeah, that put me under some pressure. And then when I got into the pits, under the virtual safety cars, there was like 8 people pitting, so yeah, Toby jumped me in the pits as well. Not much I could do there, but yeah, that was a risk I took.
Yeah, it was a risk that has clearly paid off, though. David, any questions from your side?
No. Great race. Good qualifying. I like the little game you played before the pit. But
Yeah.
Classic Keneal.
I need to try everything in the book. As long as it's within the rules.
Yeah, of course.
That's
of course.
true. You've always got to stick to the rules in Formula One. That's exactly what you do. But once again, Keneal, thank you for coming in. Congratulations on your race win today. Once again, we'll see you out next week. Is it Hungary next or is it Belgium next? If I can remember rightly.
I'm not sure, to be honest. This calendar, I have no clue. I just checked time trial and I'm like, yeah, this is the next track. Let's get on with it.
Well, thank you for coming in. Anyway, we have confirmation
thanks,
it's actually Hungary, so that will be interesting to see.
Who came second and third? I'm not sure. I know Gamer Boss came second, maybe. Or Instinct Will came second because he's in second penalties. Okay.
It glitched out completely, so we need
It glitched out. We have to review it.
Yeah. I don't know the rest of the podium, but yeah, congratulations to those guys that came to the podium.
Brilliant. Thank you very much once again, Keneal. We will speak to you shortly and later on. But now it is time to end here. We have been here, the European Race Night Division 1 here at Silverstone. What a race it has been. A very entertaining race. Bruno Will taking a hit to his championship lead here today. Both Hasses taking a hit to the constructors lead, and it's been a fantastic race and a really good one indeed. And I can't wait for tomorrow for Division 2 at 7:30. I've been Dame Zero, your lead commentator, alongside me, Mr. ERN Storm.
Absolutely. Thank you for tonight. Really good show Division 1 put up.
Indeed, a fantastic show, and I cannot wait to move on to Hungary. We'll catch you all next time. Goodbye from all of us here at European Race Night, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.